Now, here, this thing is to be understood, right? These are technical terms here, but I will try to make it a kind of little easier. Web organizes the information using hypermedia, meaning the documents include embedded references to audio, text, images, video, and other documents, composed of billions of hypermedia documents, and they sit on these servers, right? So what happened is initially we started with the text on any computer, if I can see put here, right? Initially we started with the text, and you might have paid this attention that the first language used to create the web pages was called HTML. And HTML meant hypertext markup language, right? So the word T stood for text, and text was hypertext, right? So I mean, but later on, right, from text we moved on to other things, right? From text we moved on to pictures, right, images, right? And then we moved on to audio, and then we also moved on to video now, and all sorts of other documents like PDF and all that, they can sit on internet, right? Web server can store it, right? If you are searching for that information, server has to store it first, then you can, then server can respond with that, right? So this is called hypermedia. So hypermedia has embedded reference to not just the text, but also the if pictures, audio, video, and all sort of other documents. And there are billions of documents sitting out there in on servers like a Google server, for example, right? And hypertext, for example, when we used to reread the books, right, we will read the book in a very sequential manner, right? We will purchase a book and we will read in a very sequential manner, page wise, right? So this is not hypertext. Book is not hypertext, right? Hypertext is websites are hypertext. You open a web page and all these are the links, right? You hover over them, and then this there comes a hand with a pointing finger sort of thing, and you click on that, and the moment you are taken here. You can read first page, then you can read seventh page, then you can read 107th page. So you don't have to go by a sequence the way we would go into the books, and these click of buttons came to be known as hypertext, right? So the user just needs to click the link and would get to that thread or that topic. So this was amazing invention that you don't have to read sequentially, and through the invention of hypertext, now we can read any page in any order that we wish, the user wishes, right? And then this thing is again and again mentioned in your book that server has all, or web server has all that information, and clients seek that information. So as I already talked about, HTML is also one of the things which is coming up again and again in this text, but this is one of the languages in which